Anyway.
What were we talking about?
Nothing.
I was just
on there.
asking on the husband head. Why does he have to justify to you again?
Because I think again, not saying he has to, but I think it would be very respectful and kind.
Yeah, well, I mean, I agree. It would be nice of him.
It would be
to do
nice,
that. Yeah.
and I think someone that I would want to marry.
But
I
you're
would
not advocating
love to see
that they need to.
Not necessarily. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Okay, let's do the dating app reviews. Let's start with, let me read this. Actually, I got to read 2 chats. She already had the chance of submitting to a man. He wanted her to dress modestly and remove provocative photos off her Instagram. She chose to call him insecure instead. Egalitarian bullshit.
I never called him insecure for not wanting to buy what I was wearing. I was not girlfriend and boyfriend with him. I would submit to a man if we're girlfriend
Should a
and
guy
boyfriend.
pay on the first date?
Yeah.
So why do you have an expectation that a man fall into his traditional gender roles immediately, first date, but if he's starting to have these expectations of you on your end, you have objections to it?
When you submit to a man, it should be someone that you trust and you know is
So why
faith-based.
should you pay for a girl on a first date if you don't trust her?
That actually avoids his question, though. The question is, if the expectation is that he falls into a traditional gender role,
Yeah.
that's the expectation from your end. Why shouldn't his expectation be immediately on the first date you also do?
Because we have no sense of loyalty to. Oh wait, you're saying like why wouldn't I submit to him initially?
No, if your expectation, I'm not asking for commitment submission.
Yeah.
But if the expectation of gender role is from their perspective Christian like your own,
Yeah.
then they would expect that you not dress provocatively, et cetera, right?
So after talking to a guy for like a week, I'm just supposed to delete every single thing I've
Only
added?
if your expectation is that he falls into a traditional gender role.
So you're saying that a traditional gender role for a woman would be that they don't have these things posted, or that's what I'm kind of confused.
I mean, probably not, but even if we were to grant that they did, just the dressing provocatively and this kind of thing, if they said, okay, well, my preference is for you not to do that even on the first date, if your expectation is that they pay, that seems fair. That seems like the expectation of gender role is, at that point, complete, right?
that he expects me to dress more modestly.
Sure. If your expectation is that he fucking pays for everything.
I'm not saying he pays for everything.
Well,
but
what do you pay for on a date?
I wouldn't be offended if he asked to split or anything. I mean, okay.
Oh man, you just went real modern. You just went real modern suddenly.
Okay, no. Here's the thing. I wouldn't be like, if he was like having trouble with money or whatever it is, like maybe
Don't
let's
date
not
him.
go out. Maybe let's go somewhere else. Like I'm open to things, but I just don't see how that correlates to, like
Because of the expectation of the gender role.
I would like to hear your.
Oh, I probably wouldn't be able to explain it better than he did. I mean, it's just like if you're expecting him to pay on the first day and do all the
Yeah.
things that a man is supposed to do, he's supposed to just automatically just do it. Why can't you just automatically do what you're supposed to do as
Right.
a woman? That's what he's saying.
That's
So
the
you're
point.
saying as a woman, I'm supposed to dress more
Just more
automatically
like if he
submit,
expects
or
you to
dress
be,
more modestly.
Wouldn't
That's why I'm kind of lost.
be an automatic submission because in the idea of marriage, because marriage is a sacrament. It's not
Yeah.
just
Yes,
from the
I
Christian
agree.
worldview,
Yeah,
it's
100%.
sacramental.
Yes.
So no, you're not going to do a sacramental marriage with a guy in the first
Yeah.
date. But if the expectation is that you follow a more traditional female gender role, then shouldn't you be, I don't know, a bit more meek, let him not only lead on the date, but kind of, in this way also not dress as provocatively. Like those would be all
But
the kind of
I wasn't.
typical traditional
That's what I'm
gender.
kind of confused about. On the date, I wasn't dressed provocatively, and I wasn't actively posting that stuff.
But I mean, that's your view. If his determination, in his mind, if he deems it to be provocative,
But on the,
I mean, do you think your bikini photos are provocative?
I wasn't posting that.
No, okay, no, just answer that question though.
I
You
mean,
probably don't think they're provocative, right?
not really. No.
Right, so your sense of I know you posted those after your date, but your own sense of what is provocative and what is not provocative does not compute with what he finds.
Yeah.
Right, so
Sure.
he would probably say that is provocative to post
And
bikini
he's
thirst trap
yeah.
photos.
I mean, that's fair, and he's looking for different things than I was, and that's why I didn't.
Right, but
so.
if you're going to be submissive, your idea of what is provocative or not provocative is irrelevant.
I agree, but I will only be submissive when I'm in a committed relationship with someone, and I
Right, but
wasn't
so
with him.
here's a question. Let's say you are in a committed relationship and the man says, I find these photos to be provocative, and you just you in your head, you're like, no way, that's not provocative. I 100% disagree. I don't view it as provocative at all.
Yeah.
Will you be submissive to him even though you disagree with his assessment of the provocativeness?
I think at a point where I'm in a like committed relationship like that probably won't be when I'm this age and like all that stuff. So I don't think I would be posting that in the first place.
You didn't answer the question, so let's try again. So you have photos posted to your Instagram.
He said take them down?
You don't think they're provocative. He does.
If it's something that really upsets him, yeah, I would take them down.
No, it doesn't even upset him that much. He just doesn't want you to have them up.
Sure, if he's uncomfortable with it, I would take it down.
Would you fight him on it because you have a difference of view when it comes to
if it's something, if I really respect him and want to be submissive to this guy and I really trust him, I think that he's a faith-based man of God, then if he said that he's uncomfortable with it or whatever, I would take it down.
Okay.
Did you want me to have a different answer?
No.
If
I'm still confused, though, about, like, you had objections to him having these comments. I mean, you kind of already just went over it, but you'd want a guy to pay for the first date, do all these things, et cetera, et cetera. You expect that immediately, but you took issue with him kind of trying to put in a boundary there when it came to your
But
dress.
it wasn't, I think where we're having, like, differing here is that it wasn't said in a, like, this is something that makes me uncomfortable or whatever. Like, it was more of a, like,
Okay.
basically, you're a slut.
Fair enough.
That was, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a conversation. It was just, you're a slut. Okay, then why are you on a date with me?
I would like to note, though, before Brian moves it on, just this one last thing.
Yeah.
When we're talking about submission from a religious Christian sense, would you agree with me that the reason that this is in place specifically is so that if decisions are made that you don't like, even with or without, your consent, essentially, that the purpose of this is to say it doesn't matter because ultimately you're putting your trust.
Ulysses the Pagan donated $200. Blondie, just admit that you're a closet feminist, and Brainham was him saying bullshit.
I am not a feminist.
Thank you, Pagan.
Let that be
Appreciate it.
known.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Oh, I was just saying that the purpose of this, for why it's blind submission in a way to your husband,
Yeah.
that specifically it's so that when these big decisions do come up, that you may fight him tooth and nail on because you can be such an influence on his decision making. That the reason that you really shouldn't question the decision making much is because it actually hampers his ability to lead properly.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I was talking about this with literally my parents the other day. My mom would have said that
But
they're
that's
both two butting heads and that didn't work that way.
But if you agree,
That's why I would say if it's
but
ultimately
hang on,
a
but if you
decision.
agree with that,
Yeah.
then even by the standard of how you view reason, it does actually comport with reason for him to make decisions and not discuss them with you,
Sure,
Right.
I've never looked at it that way, but yeah.
right?
Sure, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
All right, really quick, we have some supers to read.